Hey babies, this one is for my book readers. You know I've been explaining how to get rid of these negative thinking thoughts. So I just went into the Emerald Tablets because I'm like, Lord, give me something to help these people understand what I'm trying to say, right? And here it is. So I wrote it down. Check this out for yourself. It says, when unto thee comes a feeling drawing you nearer to the dark gate, examine thine heart and find that the feeling thou hast come from is from within. If thou shalt find that the darkness thine own thoughts, vanish them forth from the place in thy mind, send through thy body a wave of vibration, irregular at first and regular second, repeating time after time until free. Start the wave force in thy brain center, directed in waves head to thy foot. But if thy find that the heart is not darkened, be sure that a force is directed to thee. Only by knowing can thou overcome it. Only by wisdom can thou hope to be free. Knowledge brings wisdom. Wisdom brings power. Obtain, and ye shall have power for all. It says, by their names, call them to aid thee. The seven, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ask them to aid you, to free you and save you from the darkness of night, free you and fill you with the light. Cast off the bondage by the darkness of night. Call them out and ask that the light come to it also. Open thy soul to the brothers of light. What this is saying, when you have a negative thought, check yourself, baby. See if it's your thought. If it's your thought, then you send that wave force up. You go from the head to the toe. What I do, I create a healing center. If it's my own messed up thought, and I believe in no man left behind, because like the Emerald Tablets say, you call them negative thoughts forth. It's like Lazarus, come forth. It's like when God say to these dry bones, get up and walk, right? These are the dead things inside of you. You're speaking life back into them because they once was alive. They are light. They're just dim. They're just a lesser light. So since you are the greater light, you are the great, you are the greatest great. You're Hermes, right? You have wisdom. You have drunk from the cup of wisdom. So you got enough wisdom not to react. You got enough wisdom not to go off when somebody cuts you off in traffic. You say, you know what? I'm not giving into the illusion of that act. Because if you go off, how do you know you're not wrong? Something could have happened to them. Maybe they didn't see you. Maybe they got an important phone call. Maybe they running late. See, sometimes don't give in to the anger because it pop up. You have to ask yourself, is this my anger or is this something want me to be mad? Did this send it to me? Really search yourself, right? And when you do, don't just heal your thought and your thinking. Take that negative thought and lift it up and ask God to help it because it can become useful. No man left behind. But like I said, if that thing is a piranha, if that thing just won't die down, if that thought just so ugly and so nasty, you give it to God. You detach because what you're trying to do is be spirit. You're trying to work on being spirit because you have been human and you're not a human. You are a spirit placed in a human body. You are what make the human body work. So how can you be the human body? You are a voice coming out of the human body. How can you be the human body, right? All of your work is inside. All of your work is inner. You are in infinity's time. You are in space time. You are in here. Your true countenance is all over the place. You are a great consciousness. You are a spark. You are the thinking process. You are what make the arm move, what make the eyes blink, what make the heart beat, what's making this body breathe in and out. See, you ain't got no time to keep trying to focus on being this solid being. You have not introduced yourself to your spiritual side. So these thoughts is what become flesh. These thoughts is what beat you up. These thoughts are what make these images. These thoughts are what keep you in bondage, right? It's the words somebody say. It's the experiences you've had. It's the stuff you done witnessed with your own eyes. The stuff you done heard with your own ears. But now it's time to clean house. It's trying to sift and sort that stuff out. All that stuff that's not working for you, get rid of it. Empty yourself out and start over. Just start over. Don't hold on to that stuff. But call on your counterparts, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are God's aspects. That's the righteousness of God placed in you. And it's placed in you to defeat the lower beings. See, as above, so below. You're that high being and you going down below to get the low beings. You really in there to save them. You really in there to redeem them. You really in there to free them from Pharaoh. Because some of them are innocent. Some of your thoughts are hostages. Some of your thoughts are slaves. Some of your thoughts don't want to be evil anymore, right? Some of your thoughts are tricked. Some of your thoughts are fooled. So you are the one with the common sense. So you supposed to go in there. But don't dive deep in there if you ain't worked on yourself. Because you ain't going to do nothing but go down there and get beat up by them little demons and get drowned. So you got to know who you are. You need a guard at the gate and you must be vigilant at all times. These thoughts are like ghosts. These thoughts are everywhere. You can pick up a thought. You can become a thought. You can eat a thought. You can breathe in a thought. You can drink a thought. You can absorb with thoughts. You can mesh with thoughts. Your whole thing is thoughts, boo. You are an imager. You are created inside of an image. You were created by an image. You are an image. You are an intelligent image, right? You are what creates this intelligent image. So you can't be carried away by thoughts. You can't be carried away by unbalanced thinking, right? It's not even real. So come on, y'all. Get your thoughts. Deal with your thoughts. The stuff that don't belong to you, dump it. And the stuff that do belong to you, get it healed. Call it out. Call it out. Call it forth and ask that the light just flow through your whole countenance and help your whole being and help your negative thinking work with you and not against you. Because you got to get a hold to the negative thinking, because this is what's going to get you at the end. Your negative thinking, your negative thoughts, your negative memories, your negative actions, your negative ways, your negative words, your negative countenance is a lie, baby. And they are beasts. And they are going to get you at the end. You are the lake of fire. You provide the heat. Give God what belongs to God. Give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. When you leave this earth, you better leave everything with Caesar here. Don't take nothing that belongs to Caesar with you when you leave here. So work on yourself. Forgive these fools. Don't carry nobody anger in you. Don't carry no unforgiveness in your heart, because is that worth your salvation? You are in control of your salvation. You should know whether your salvation is intact or not. And if you don't know, that means you're more dark than you are light, because you should know your own countenance, right? You shouldn't be a mystery to yourself. And you should know if you really a good person and if you're not a good person. So if you don't know, then that means somebody else is driving your car. Somebody else is living your life. And you are held hostage. You are the one in bondage. Now you need somebody to come and save you. But who's going to save you if you don't get your thinking together? We can't have that, y'all. We can't have